I've been a little bit distracted while I've been reading the news because some new things have cropped up on the desk here, and we've been talking about it all morning. Would you eat insects as part of your regular diet? Shoppers could soon be able to pick up edible insects, clearly, from the supermarket. Yes. Now, I'm being unfair. I'm a vegetarian. I've been for 40-odd years now, so it's just the idea to me is not very nice. But if you're... You know, if you're a meat eater, actually it's a good source of protein, apparently. And Aldi is considering selling edible insects to help families struggling with the cost of living crisis. Well, the supermarket giant met with Aaron Thomas and Leo Taylor of Yum Bug, who appeared on Channel 4's new programme, Aldi's Next Big Thing, on Thursday night. And they're in the studio with us. A very good morning to both of you. So, Yum Bug, just tell us what you've brought in.
Right, so we've got a couple of cricket-based canapes here. So we've got one canapé with strips made out of cricket with a delicious guacamole and pickled onion. Interesting you said that the guacamole was the delicious bit, not the bug. The crickets are absolutely delicious.
I'm surprised with the strips. I mean, it looks positively meaty. I'm surprised there's that much meat in a cricket.
There is actually a fair amount of meat. I mean, they're quite similar to prawns. And the thing is, I mean, we love prawns in the West, but they're actually, you know, they look just like insects, and they're you know, to the extent that they're related to crickets. So if you're allergic to shellfish, you might also be allergic to crickets. Oh, right. And 80% of the world eats this stuff, over 80% of countries. It's really just the West that don't. So, you know, for us, it's all about, you know, that cultural perception, because it is a meat, and you know, we're just trying to show people...
All right, let's start passing them around, then.
Yeah. So, Aaron, what's the other one?
So we have a tortilla shell topped with a ragu made out of a cricket-based mince, and then we also have sour cream and some chives on top.
Well, there's definitely some for you two as well.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Don't just pass around.
I mean,
this is our classic breakfast. So.
when we're looking at the meat here, the like cricket meat and all that, how difficult is it to sort of do what you need to do with a cricket to get what you need out of it?
Well, so for the mince, for example, we treat it almost exactly like you would a beef mince. We mince... Just before anyone takes a bite, no one's allergic to shellfish or gluten.
No. Did you just go all in one, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay,
so what am I
I've never seen this guy eat, because he eats so quick.
What am I about to eat?
Sorry.
So which bit's the cricket on this? The dark at the bottom?
Yeah,
the strips. The strips, yep.
And the idea is...
There's a lot of meat there. Can't get over how, you know, how
about
chunky it is.
30% protein as well.
Right.
Really high in protein. Steak is probably max about 27%, so even more protein than steak.
What am I about to eat?
So it's a tortilla shell made with a ragu, made with a mince, made from about 75% Cambridgeshire farmed crickets, topped with some sour cream and some chips.
It smells quite
struggling,
good.
Martin?
Yeah, it's cricket, right?
Yeah.
Cricket.
It make you jump higher.
It might make you jump higher.
honest,
You eat enough of it.
I think that was delicious.
It's about a third more protein than your Waitrose beef mince.
It actually tastes all right.
What does it taste of?
It tastes mainly of the ragu. I can taste the ragu, and then underneath that, just...
I can taste mostly the sauce.
And talk to us about what the supermarkets have said, because I think for most people, you might think, oh, I'll have a chili con carne, or you wouldn't think these will be your ingredients. So you've got quite a bit of a journey to go on to persuade the public that they could have this for tea on a Monday night.
Absolutely. I mean, the challenge for us is, how do we take the stuff mainstream? You know, how do we get it on the supermarket shelves?
I mean, presumably sort of buying it in, you know, frozen bags of it or whatever, so it's already prepared like that, so you would just cook it.
Absolutely. Exactly. And they cook exactly like you'd expect. So you can throw the mince into whatever mince dish you want. The strips cook up just like a beef strip.
And how much do they cost?
Yeah, will they be quite expensive?
So, because we're not selling into retail currently, most of our sales are into food service, into restaurants, and we are sort of on par with what the restaurants would pay for their beef equivalent.
Right.
It's
a potential of getting it cheaper, because that's going to be key to people, isn't it?
100%. Yeah. I think one of the big opportunities here is you can feed insects off stuff that we throw away, so you can recapture a waste stream and turn it into what's otherwise a superfood. You know,
stuff like pea husks, grains, etc. Stuff of byproducts of grain production generally.
And at scale, price will absolutely come down.
You know what?
At scale,
I think it's fascinating.
It's then got to go from novelty item to staple, doesn't it, though, for that to happen?
Well, why not? If it tastes all right.
But if I start rubbing my legs together and singing...
Nothing would surprise me about you, Martin. Leo, Aaron, thank you both very much indeed.